Look at all these timbers here, absolutely proper rotten, like seriously rotten. So doesn't that bring this place to life, or any mine? That's what makes mine exploring exciting. So, Tom again for Mine Exploration. Welcome back to the channel. It's been several weeks now since we were last out, so a bit of snow on the ground. I don't think if you see behind us, try and get it in there. You can see it's really bright, but it's been snowing and we're high up on the hill. So we thought we'd come for another look around today. We got to a mine that we've been 2 years ago, but this entrance here is a lot higher up on the hill to another mine that we were going to go and see. I know I'm being a bit, bit cryptic about all this, but this is a very old sort of mining area, absolutely littered with lead mines from one end of the valley to the other, so hopefully this should be interesting. We've come across several gated adits. This one did have a gate on, but it's all caved in, so fortunately we've been able to get into this one no problem. So this will be interesting. This is genuinely the first time that we've been here, so gas metering and all the rest of it, got all the safety gear, everyone knows where we are, so let's go and have a look and see what's in here. Might lead to nothing, or it might be the most exciting thing that we've ever seen. Might be another small clough or something, but who knows? Let's go and have a look. So this gets the sun in here, doesn't it? Like through the entrance, because it's all mossy. Obviously, we're not far away from the entrance at all here. But you can see the walls. There's like green moss growing, and immediately we're into solid rock. Now there is. Oh, there's. Oh, I thought it was a shaft there. Maybe it was. It's just like a plug shaft. Look. But what you can see how the strata is going right down at a canny-old angle, and there's a moth just on the wall there. Put my big light on so you can see. Yeah, so that's just a collapsed shaft by the looks of it. Because you can see timbers there in the wall. Look, I just put my light on it. So that was a timbered shaft. It looks like there might be an entrance going back in itself. There, look. I wouldn't want to jump down there though, just in case all that falls down. Don't know how deep it would be. But if we look up, see where the roof's peeled away, it's because it's like this funny angle, I suppose. You can see there's the entrance, so just to say in here. Beautiful clear water. I've got a horrible feeling about this. This isn't looking good, is it? No. Typical of a lot of them up here. I'm not able to get over it. No, we're not. See, complete blockage, look. And up above us. Yeah, this is a little hidey hole there, but it doesn't seem to go anywhere. And this is all the earth that's come down. So, this is part of the excitement of mine exploring, I suppose, that sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. On this occasion we lost, but we have had quite an exciting day up to now. We have seen another, what, 2 or 3 I suppose, on the way up here. So another one we can mark off, another one that is blocked, but at least we're going a little bit I suppose, even if it is just 30 yards. Not very far. So not to worry, because at the minute we're really high up on the hill, which is a lot higher up than what we normally expect to see some like a mine entrance. What I think these were actually to create airflow in the mines. So back in the day, if you wanted to increase your airflow, you would create an entrance fairly low down and fairly high up. You could have a shaft, or you could have an adit like this is, and the pressure difference will create like an actual airflow. I'm just going to put my light on so I can see, because I come up to that shaft. So it helps you ventilate your mines and things deeper into the workings. That's why a lot of these hills around here, you've got sort of just random shafts in the middle of nowhere. going down to the workings below. They're just ready to help the airflow as it falls. Nearly down the shaft, but we're fine. Just create natural airflow. Right, let's go and have a look what else there is out there. So just about there now. Behind us is the mine shop. Looks like it's quite substantial work in this. It's got a lovely like ore chute and everything outside, and quite a substantial mine shop, as you can see. We'll go and have a bit of a closer look before we go in the mine. It looks like it's been quite a nice building today. If we come over here, can you see that? Ah yeah, it's alright, it's a bit sunny now. So you can see the old fireplace there, or the old hearth. It was split into 3 little chambers, so we've got a second chamber there, although weirdly there's no doorway going through, and also a third chamber just beyond, and you can see there's also a hearth in that far end gable wall as well. I presume there was a floor in here. Well, it looks like this is probably the floor level that was stood on this side, and then as we move across I think it would probably be a bit higher there. Plenty of stone littering the floor, so I don't think it was like double level, you know, something like you get at Corbry or something like that. I think it was just a larger single level mine shop by the looks of it. Having said that, you never really know, the walls do seem quite high, so I'm not sure. Difficult to find history about this one. And the strange thing is about this is there's a tremendous, like I said earlier on, a tremendous ore chute that sort of goes right down to the road below. The road's a public bridleway, so you can't really get, well, I once got the Fiat Panda up here, but Fiat Panda's now long gone. But yeah, you can get a 4x4 up here, but I suppose you could a normal car, but my car's a bit low to the ground, it would never get up here now. And Gary's is super low, so Gary's would never get up here. Anyhow, jibber jabber again. So yeah, so I'm looking at the entrance, which is right next to the mine shop. A bit of a strange place in a way, but I'll stop talking, I'll just turn it around. So you got all these posts stuck up, and there's quite a narrow walkway going along, well, cartway I suppose it would have been, going along to the entrance, which is just there. So let's climb over this. And she's still open, which is good. Last time we were here was 2018. Hang the light on. Probably can't see because of that. Right. You always get wet going in this mine. Always get wet. Nothing for it but just to take a Duncan. Oh, Mr. Mason. I think the entrance maybe needs a dig out again. So last time we were in here, we just sort of cleared a little bit of the entrance to let the water level drop. Seems to have blocked up. I can see where we were digging before from here, right? See, Gary's just got thigh height waders on. Yeah, that seems a good idea. Soon we'll yeah. Sorry folks, this isn't the best of views, is it? Sorry, that wasn't the best of views, is it? I wasn't thinking when I was filming it. I was just sort of watching, seeing the water level going up. I didn't realise I was filming the bottom coming into mine. I'm getting married, and to a woman. And I imagine Gary's getting married to a woman as well. Yeah, so I thought we'd come here and show you this one today because I haven't been drinking, governor. Yeah, I thought I'd come here today to show you this because last time we were here it's with an older camera and stuff like that, and some of the footage was a bit grainy and things, so I thought I'd come with a GH5 today and get you hopefully some better images of what we saw. There's a lot of dates and graffiti on the walls. which you can trace sort of families and things going back through time. A lot of very early dates as well. I say very early, off the top of my head, I think they'll go back to the 1800s or something like that, so a bit of history in this place. I've also got to be a bit careful because there is a few shafts in here. A massive Stope. And some beautiful rotten timbers, all of which we should see. Assuming we can still get in that far reasonably shortly. And the water level. If I spin this down and around, don't know if can you see that? Let's pull my screen up. Yeah, the water level's sort of. Yeah, that's better. Water level's up to sort of your thighs. It's that sort of height. It's gradually reducing as we're coming in, as you'd expect. And before we came in, wasn't it, Gary? The water was really quite high, so there was just a load of earth in the entrance. So we just sort of dug a little bit out and released a bit of the water to bring it down a bit. Seems to be blocking back up again though. Lovely square passage look. Plenty of the old cave straws and lime straws on the ceiling. You can tell it's solid rock and you hear how the voices echoing, reverberating off the walls. So nice and solid. A few timbers on the floor as well. So I think what I might do, I'll knock the camera off because we're just going to be walking for quite a distance. There's no point in you just seeing us trudging through the tunnels, is there? So I'll knock the camera back on once we start to get to the good stuff. So see you in a jiffy. There's a lot of water noise down below. Sounds like it's absolutely pouring down with rain. It's not rain. And then here, inside the shaft, I'm just being careful because I'm stood quite near the end, just so I get you this into shot. You can see there's a bit of the archway that's still in here, so this might have had like a corrugated iron roof, so that on the floor was probably once on the roof. A bit down here as well. And also it looks like there's a tether or something. Just there, look. Something else over there, so there possibly something mounted on the floor there as well. And the other thing that we can see is down on the floor there's remains of some box ducting. So if I come to the end and around here, that was used for transporting water and air which naturally come with it. And they pipe water into all the workings and stuff. It had the tendency to bring with it fresh air, so it helped. I can't remember this shaft here. Oh yeah, just up there. Lovely formations on the wall. Now, why is this water dirty? Water shouldn't be dirty if you're going to a mine. Yes, up here look, in the ceiling, you can see the vein going along there that we've been following. But there's actually two veins side by side. One continuing straight ahead, one running off to the left. Let's go and have a look at this one. I know the right hand rule and all the rest of it. So, straight to a little shaft, and we've got looks like a manway going up. Let's go and have a quick look. Fall down the shaft, lad. Yeah, so we've got an old ladder. It looks like a compressed air pipe going up there, going up the rise. There's also a heading going there, which is blind by the looks of it. And this rise going up there, well beyond the reach of the ladder. So they must have had a set of ladders going up there. You can see it's a fairly modern pipe, air pipe, coming down. What is the oxygen level in here? I know we're getting less. So that's quite nice. We can't climb it because it's massively high on the top of the ladder. Do be careful, Tom lad. Don't want to go down there. Back into the main chamber, and you can see the air pipes there, which is quite interesting, isn't it? Going across the shaft, it's obviously going up to the manway, following it along to the main junction. Now it looks like they just used plumbing pipe, really. It heads off back down to the main horse level. And it continues on this way. So look at that up there, eh? Isn't that lovely to see? See how orange it all is? I hope this camera picks it up alright. Really filthy. Very colourful. That looks like it comes to a bit of a fall. Now, this is the start of the Stope, so as you can see it above, you've got little chambers right up the top there. There's a lot of material that's fallen down. A lot of quartz in the material, I notice. It's a bit of a crawl here. That's stuck. Right. Don't think we can go much further this. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can. So you can see more timber going across in the Stope. Let's keep an eye on the rocks here because it's. Is this ultimately blocked or does it keep going? You gotta be careful because the nails stuck out the timbers, look. Very up and down. See, look, it's completely collapsed. See all the smashed timbers, all absolutely splintered. Put your feet on nails here, Gary. Don't want to get a big nail in your boot. So all this will have been sort of shoring for the passage. It's all come down. A bit like what you're seeing up there. The stemples going across. Can you see them? And then down here. So form like floors, so that as you're sort of tunnelling up, right to the top there, you're creating levels by putting the stemples across. You can see there's a good example. You've got one timber there, get me light on it, material above it, so, and also below it. The miner, they just keep tossing it down and then making another floor for themselves, and it all sort of wedges in and becomes pretty solid. Over time it falls. Let's continue on. That's very wide down there, isn't it? So now we've got down the bottom, we'll have to be careful because we don't actually know if this is the bottom or if we're on some sort of false floor. In fact, it's full of water. It doesn't really tell you a lot because the mine beneath you could be full of water. So we'll just go a bit canny. Be very careful, looking at the floor, looking at where we're going. Make sure there's not like a... Oh look, you can see, it's all been sort of undermined there. Don't like walking across the middle of these big chambers. You can still see the pipe work in the bottom. Definitely strange noises in this one. I think you can see all the timbering above pulled in what they thought at the time was probably quite a rough bit of roof. Yeah, and as you can see, it's blocked that way. So we'll go through the roof there, spin it round. Nice picture there, isn't it? I don't know what this is. It's like a square something on the floor, I'm not sure what that would be. There's a pipe viewing in, that'll be off the compressed air. It's like 2-inch BSP or something. 1.5 BSP maybe. It looks like right next to that is a sister Stope. It runs right next to it. Look at all of this light in here. All the timbering. The compressed air pipe runs that way and also parallel to the route that we've just come down. Bit of rot. Let's turn this off so I'm not blinding you. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of rot here, look, on the timbers all hanging down. One will try and avoid taking that home. And that continues right up there. If you can see up there, look. I'm going to try and give you as much brightness here as I can. Let's go right up to there. That's as bright as I can get this camera. You can see all the levels up there. I hope you can see them. Let's get my light off. There. Yeah, I hope that's in focus for you. But there's all timbered floors and it goes right up. That's just a compressed air pipe. And right over to the far side there. There's no point in us crossing that because we know it's blocked. You can see it. And look how blue the water is. I didn't notice that before. Let's whack this back down again. There we go. Alright, so there's a bit of a shaft there as well. But look how blue the water is there. That's nice, isn't it? Nice blue pool. And we've got a valve on the end of the pipework there. And we've got a big sort of stone bridge going across there, look. Put my light on it. Batteries. Ever ready. Ever ready still going, I'm not sure. Have to go this way, just keep my beady eyes, yeah, still dropping a little bit. Keep my eyes on this opposite. Oh wow, let's go up here. Look at this, eh? What a stuff. We are going to have to be careful here because look, there's hollow bits underneath. And can you see, I'll try and get as good a view as I can. Great big boulder up on top of that level there. I don't think you could probably get up there, but I don't think you'd get anywhere if you did. And as we go around, you can see there's another load of earth up there. Let's bring that brightness up for you again. 360D. Yeah, so you can see there, there's a level with a load of earth on it. It looks like we've come to a blockage there, across this lovely water, but I'm not convinced that's something we can walk on because I can see timbers going across the floor. And then down here, you can see there's a hole going down. That's why I'm not convinced I can walk on that floor. And then up there, get my light on it, you can see there's a big boulder hanging on some timbers. And they've been working right up the top there. A lot of stoping, a lot of stemples. And they left this massive great pillar here, right in front of us. Ah no, fluorspar, eh? So let's wind this down. So as Gary's just pointing out, I'm going to get my big lamp off there. Look at all this here. Green fluorspar. Just in the walls of the ceiling. So of course in mine fluorspar because that was used in steel making and anaesthetics and things like that. So that was, in later years, as valuable as the lead. Because lead took an absolute hit back in the 1900s, so late 1800s. Boy, this is nice. I think I'm just going to get Gary to hold the camera while I get a few photographs. Right, so we filled up the first memory card. This GH5 eats data, it loves data. Get one view here. Oh God, I'd like a picture of this now. Bugger. I may as well have it here. Right, so we're going to take one more photograph. Right, so that's nice, isn't it? So as Gary's pointing out, we just also have been taking some photographs there. Gary's been looking at the walls, and this is one gigantic great quartz vein. Obviously all your minerals, a lot of minerals are found where the quartz veins are. So that's what they were following, that's what they were mining out. And that was also what was leading them to the galena and stuff, the lead ore. And this place is absolutely full of it, and there's loads of spar. It's still got plenty in here, quite surprising. I imagine, looking at some of them dates, 50s, 60s, I imagine it's just uneconomic to continue mining it from there. Obviously China and stuff were starting to export a lot of the stuff, so a lot of the fluorspar was getting imported into the country. I know that was a killer of the old rake, wasn't it? I know that a lot because the Chinese imports and things. But I see what it means, like if I go up the wall here, I'll show you that up on the top, but hopefully we're not too close, but can I turn these lights down or something so you can see it a bit easier? There's a lot of spar. I mean, look at that. Just full of it. All over the wall. Like, look. Great big crystals of it. Yes, I can't see any lead, but yeah, you can see all the quartz everywhere. And nestled in among it is the fluorspar, green fluorspar. Also in the Pennines, the green's, quite common, isn't it, over here? Green and the pink. Plenty of pink from Camber Keel's mine. Loads of pink over there. That was for sure. But a lot of the other places just have the green, as this one does. And Camber Keel's also got green. I don't know how to talk about them mines because we're not in there. Right, so let's get cracking. Best have a look and see what I'm going to drop down into. Just a minute. Right, back on firm ground. Good. And through this rather rough shaly section. Nobody likes shale. I'm going to have to brighten this up here again. Here we go. And look at all these timbers here. Absolutely proper rotten. Like seriously rotten. And this is what's holding it all up. You can see the shale peeling off the roof there. What would have once been held up with these. And what is striking about them is how orange they are. Very orange timbers. And look at the mould growing on the side. It's there, look. And it's all pretty rough. Through here. At least we can walk upright, and that's the main thing, isn't it? So some more timbers which have absolutely seen better days. Look at the state of them. I'll just keep checking my eye on the gas meter here. It's one of the reasons why I didn't come too far once before. And then we've got a manway going up, just there on the right. We found some. Let's darken this down a bit for you. Right. It looks like it says, see there, William. It looks like Robin or something. Is that what you would say that is?
It looks like Bobby or something. No, it could be Bobby.
Yeah, or it could be a B. B-O-B-L-Y. Bobley. 1831. William Bobley. It's an unusual name, isn't it? If we continue on, look at the timbers on the floor. It's just forming like a mush. Since I'm putting my foot in it, it's just like horrible mush. We've got a manway up there which is just coming to nothing, so looks like it's stopped there. But there is all this very black material coming down. And there is a zinc there as well, so it can't be that old, this piece. What's interesting is look at the state of that timber there. Completely hollow. Just hanging on by the skin of its teeth. Ah, there's a nail there, Gary. Let's knock it over. Yeah, once before I stood on a bit of wood and the nail went straight through my boot into my foot, and it wasn't the most pleasant experiences. But it felt glorious pulling it out. Not so glorious a few days after. And then we come to, I'm just going to knock my bag off here. A bit of a fall. Prop my bag up to the side. So I get through this hole to show you what's up here. It's quite fine material. As far as I remember, there's a lot of fine material that can come down. Tight. Something's making a big noise up here. Big dripping noise. Let's check. And we're fine. Not much to see there. Big light on. So we can continue down through there, but it is blocked. I'll show you that. Can I get me light in there? I'll have to do it sideways because I can't fit the camera upright, but you'll have to take me word for it. That is blocked in there. You might be able to see that. And then up above us, you can see there was further workings. Oh, I hope this rock doesn't come down, Gary. Yeah, you can see the workings would have continued that direction. And then also up here, I'm not going to bother climbing it because I can see it just stops there. We're into another small stope that goes up, ultimately that goes to a shaft. You can see it ran both directions and terminates up there. I'm in a bit of trouble with there. I hope I don't knock anything down here, Gary. Just a minute. And then if we follow this route, what the devil's that? There's a sardine tin. Is that sardines? Fillets of something in brine. And this is ultimately where this ends. Got another tin here. Now what's this? It's a tin of tuna, that's what it is. Bit of rope, and you can see it continued on probably that direction. And the blast pipe seems to come to an end here. So possibly they've been exploring around a bit here. They might have actually gone further to join that shaft where we saw the name before. Now, that's what I've got to get down through. I don't want to knock any of this stuff down into it. Right. It's a nice slide though, Gary. I've got a rock. Tiny battery. It's all a bit tight. Right, so that pretty much sums up this mine. Let's just see where I'm stood here because I don't want to be plodding around on anything. So what we'll do now is that graffiti that we walked past before. I'm going to take you back to see that, because that is well worth seeing. There's quite a lot very pronounced in the walls, so we're going to have a look at that before we leave. And then I'll give you a quick tour of outside. I'll show you that chute, because the chute's really interesting. Very big. I know I've seen a lot of this in the States, but over here in the UK, you don't tend to get sort of all that stuff still outside. So it's quite surprising where it is. I suppose we're in the middle of nowhere, so there's only one little village, but it's quite a distance. I forget, was it about 5 miles ago last time we walked it?
Yeah.
About 5 miles up the road, so it's not like right next to a village or anything. So I suppose I can see why it's been left, but hopefully it's still there, because we actually came around the top and then we worked our way down the hill. Whereas now we're going to go down and sort of down the old bridle way. So I'll show you if it's still there. Maybe give a copper. As you can hear, in a solid stone piece. This must have taken some carving, because you hear how hard it all is down here. Anyway, I'll spin the camera around so you can have a look and see some of the dates and things. So it does vary a lot. So if we're going up to the top here, I'm just going to put this on autofocus actually. Autofocus on this thing is absolutely rubbish. So if you start off at the top there, I hope the light's not glaring this out. Let's see if I can dull this down a bit more for you. There we go. So you can see you've got HH 1951. That's quite a rough carving, that. And then directly underneath it, look, we've got IC 1913. Can you see that? Yep. I'm going to put this on continuous focus, so hopefully you'll stay in focus here. And then underneath it, we've got DR 1951. And then here, look, lovely deep carving. Got JH 1836. So I presume that was when this mine was sunk or founded. And what's nice, look, you see how they put these sort of scrolls around the top where they've carved the square around as if it's sort of on a parchment or something. And doesn't that really bring the human aspect to mining when you see that somebody's taken the time to do that? Of course, his boss is probably going, "What are you doing that for? I'm paying you to be mining lead, not to be carving your name on the stupid wall." But it's still left a nice bit of history for us to see here, hasn't it? But the interesting thing about this, now I don't know if you can make this out really, I hope you can, it's down the back. Can I try and get this in? I'll try and zoom in so you can see. Let's knock this off and back on. So hopefully you can see there. I'll try to zoom in as much as I can. There's a nice, very finely carved, it looks like William R. Can't make that out. Then underneath is 1853, which is here, 1853. It looks like gun. This is Olsen up the road, so is that not actually Olsen? We're not that far from Olsen in the North Pennines. And then over to the side, we've got another, it looks like a very small B, big R, 1951. So it looks like there's a lot of things going on in the 50s here. There's other sort of bits on the wall. It looks like they're trying to carve it, but it's not really come out to anything. There's something on the other side as well, isn't there?
Just over there.
Yeah, so if we're walking along a bit further, now these are some of the earliest ones here. Again, I'll put this onto autofocus. So this is I think the earliest one that we've seen in here. So this is, it looks like T. Well, it's Thomas Hutch and S. Hutchinson, 1833. And you can just make out there's like a carving of a man next to it. And there's another few carvings underneath. We've got, it looks like Robert Robbins. Please correct me if I'm wrong in this. I don't know if you can make this out. Try and go down a bit so you can see there. So it looks like Robert Robbins, Alston, 1834. Would you say that is, Gary?
Yeah. It's hard to tell, isn't it, the last one?
And right next to it, it's got another, it's either an I or a JH. stamped on. So doesn't that bring this place to life, or any mine? That's what makes mine exploring exciting, and this what really makes it for, well, certainly for me, I think probably for Gary as well. You sort of see, you know, these bit of history of a person, a real life personality that's been down here mining away, taking the time to etch that on the wall, presumably so that people in the future would remember them. And there it is, all these years later in 2022. Years later, still there for us to see. Right, onwards. Deep water now, really deep water. Going to do a lot of growling in there, like coming out of there. Right, out of there. Of course, this is going to be fun walking back with waders full of water. It's difficult to come out of places like that and not start growling like Chewbacca. You know, as you're trying to get through all the water and you're bent over and water's going all down your trousers and oh, what a nightmare. You feel like grunting and stuff. And then you realise that people on YouTube are watching and you can't start like making all noises like that, can you? Anyhow, we come outside. I don't think there's any harm in showing you outside this one because it's so far away from anywhere. I don't think anybody would recognise where it is because it's sort of really deep in a valley, and you know, the nearest town, well, it's not really a town, it's a couple of houses. It's 5 miles away, so oh, I can see another hole over there. There's loads of holes over here. Anyhow, I'll show you this. Have we walked past the minecart? There used to be a minecart out here. I'm sure there's a minecart out here. Anyway, let's spin it round. But it's looking a lot worse for wear, isn't it? So we have had some really bad storms lately. Over winter and things, so I think it's taken its toll over this. But this here, look, is the where you toss the ore down and it'd end up in a drum at the bottom or into a storage area, and then you'd have your wagon come up the access road, which is that road you can see just in the top of the frame there, and take it away. And looking at this, it's worked right into the 50s, wasn't it? So I imagine it's like Scammels, that type of thing. If I don't fall down. So if we look, I'll try and give you a better view, look at this. You can see the actual ore cart itself must have gone down because we have the timber, but also set in the timber is rails. Now I don't know if it's one rail or two rails, it's difficult to say whether, so there's a rail on the left and a rail on the right. So it might have been two rails and hoisted back up again. Because I suppose, well, you'd think they'd have two if they were doing that though, wouldn't you? So it was like a balanced hoist, so a bit like Corbry where as the full one went down, the empty one would go up. But there is only one. I'll go down to the bottom and I'll show you down there. I'll go down to the bottom quicker than anticipated. So down at the bottom of the incline, looks like there's a hole there. There's a hole underneath, look. But there's these two plates, and you can see there's another one there. So I presume originally this must have been like a big, almost like a buffer stop, because we've got this pulley wheel here, and then you've got like the edge of a container or something there. Look, and then you can see. Just sort of going up the hill, all that bit there was the ore chute coming down. There's a lot of steel work around as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Something a bit different. I've been looking forward to coming here for ages actually. It's a mine that last time we made the video, which was Brownie Hill I think it was, wasn't it? On the last video. And I said I was looking forward to this one, so and it was great. A lot of history, a lot of things to see, and a really long walk back to the car. Anyhow, thanks for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Tom and Gary for Mine Exploration. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Give us a thumbs down if you absolutely detested it and you never want to see this again. Or if you want, we'd appreciate it if you click the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It just means that every time that we release a video, it'll pop up on your video list. Click the bell icon as well. That way it'll give you a reminder that we've released a new video. We're trying to get out a bit more regular as well these days. Finished house moving and stuff. So got a wedding to look forward to, and then after that we're back to normal. So get married in August, which will be nice. Currently it's April. It's April and it's freezing. It's not too bad, but it's inclement. Right, enough of this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.